So in order to record your Zoom meetings, you'll need to open your desktop app, go over to the settings tab. Once you're in the settings tab, you want to scroll down the left-hand side to the recording tab. So there's two options for recording. There's the local recording tab here, and then the cloud recording tab here. Now, depending on what account you have with Zoom, so a paid version of Zoom would give you the cloud-based recording. So if you don't see any recording options here, you'll have to log into Zoom on the web browser. Then once you log into your account on the web browser, you'll have to navigate to settings, recordings, and then there'll be some options here on the left-hand side, which will enable you to do local recordings and cloud recordings. Now, if you'd have to double check that these options here are turned on. If they're turned off, you won't be able to use the recording option. So if you don't see that option within that desktop app, then you want to just double check that they're turned on. Now, the only other thing we need to cover before we start showing you how to record is there are some limitations if you're only using the local recordings, and it doesn't support the following things in this list. And so if you're after being able to record in speaker view, the gallery view, or the shared screen separately, and that's an option you want, you'd need to use the paid version and do the cloud-based recordings option. And if you do have the cloud-based recording option, you can set them in here if you just want to check those boxes to like activate those. Now that is all set, if you're using cloud-based recordings, that option down here, you can manage that and it'll all be stored on the Zoom servers. But if you're doing the local recordings, you can set your location of where you want your recordings to go to. I've just set mine to the E drive in Zoom recordings, so you can change and open that in this section up the top here. Once you have those options set, you can start your meeting and get ready to record it. So once you've started your meeting and you have your video and your audio set, you'd come down to this bottom section here where it says record. So you've got two options. Once you click it, you've got record on this computer, which the shortcut is Alt-R, or you can record to the cloud, which is Alt-C, depending what option you want to choose there. I'm going to select record on the computer and I'm going to turn on my camera. Now you have a couple of options while you're recording. So you can pause the recording. So if you press pause down the bottom here, it pauses it. So if you need to take a break from your classroom or your webinar or anything like that, you can pause it and come back. Then you can play again and it will resume. One next to that is stop the recording. You also have these same options up the top here where it says the recording, and you can see the little recording icon to tell that you're recording. So you can pause it up there as well, play, or you can stop the recording. So there's a couple options there for the controls. So now if you've done a local recording, you just want to navigate to that folder where you set your local recording to for that. And then you'll open up this folder here and it has these two options here. Then you just want to double click the top one to convert the recording. It'll convert the meeting into audio and video files. Then once that's done, you'll have three options here. There's audio only, the playback, and the Zoom one here is the audio and video together. So if we click on that one, now this is a recording from the meeting. So you can hear my audio, you can see the video, and it all seems to be working good. And this is like the quality of it. So this is what you will get once you record locally. So that was our local recording. Now, if you get stuck and you can't remember where you recorded your local recordings, you can navigate from the home screen here up to meetings, and then you can click from upcoming meetings to recorded on the right hand side here. Your options got to play the video, the audio, or delete. This is on the local recording, and you can open up the folder and that will actually bring you to that folder that you had those recordings, which makes it quite easy. And this area here is also where it stores all your cloud-based recordings as well. So all your cloud recordings will come up here and you can open them up. If you did the cloud recording option, it will, once you stop the meeting, you'll receive an email once that recording is done, and it'll come up in this list here as well, and you can click open. And once you click open in that tab, it will navigate you to this local or cloud recordings tab within the web browser. And then as you can see, one just popped up there and it's processing. So with the cloud-based recording, it might take a little bit of time to process the meetings. So just be patient. They'll come, the video file, depending on how big the meeting is, it might have to convert, it might take some time, but just check back and it should be done there. I hope this little quick tutorial helped you guys out with your future meetings. And if it did, be sure to hit subscribe if you want to see some more videos like this. And if you guys want my direct services and help, there's a link down below to my website where you can hire me for this sort of stuff. I work as a professional broadcaster and video editor. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.